What's going on, everybody? B.Simone is being called out for not helping her best friend Shekinah, or Shekinah, however you want to pronounce it, because she was going through financial struggles. I'm going to play the clip, but I have to ask you, when did it become another friend's responsibility to bail somebody else out of their mess? Let's take a listen.
Times from the public perception is like being a best friend with a celebrity. Everybody thinks that, oh, because you're connected to this person, then your life is just as grand as theirs, or you got
Or you got it, or they helping you.
Baby, when I tell you, didn't have a job, living with my parents, a single mom, all this happened to me this past year.
Jesus.
And then it's like to not have resentment in my heart towards you because I saw you do this for other people. I saw you give a check to somebody to help them through whatever they went through. And it's like, God, like I love from that's my soul. And I can't get nobody didn't give me a handout. But guess what? That wasn't your responsibility. God had to take me through that for my own season, for my own thing. I had to get my car repossessed.
Jesus.
I had to go through the food stamps line. I had to.
Now, I want to pause because a lot of people on social media, and I'm going to play these TikTok videos, they are saying that, B. Simone, she should have helped out. I've actually met her in person before. She's a very nice girl. I don't think that you have to bail your friends out because you don't know what type of season people are in. And when you're just around takers 24/7, that can get draining. But let's take a listen.
Now think about how I feel as your friend.
In that episode, the friend was talking about how she had to not be resentful of watching her friend
B.simone.
help other people while she was struggling to get by. She basically didn't have a job. She was living with her parents. She was a single mother. She was in the food stamp line. She had to get her car repossessed. She was going through all of those things, and she didn't have that support from her friend. I don't think B.simone knew that she was struggling the way she was struggling. But like the friend said, she had to build her own story. I think it's episode 63. It's called I'm Not Who I Used to Be. It's an hour and 11 minutes long.
Let's also take a look at what this person said.
Or the women that it's either one or two things. It's either B.simone is a terrible fucking friend, or the women that sit across from her on these podcasts are misinterpreting the level of their friendship. They see her as a best friend, but she don't look at them like that. Because for Ash or Megan Ashley to not even have any communication with her, but they were best friends, says a lot. And then for this Shekinah girl or Shanika girl that she just got through doing the podcast with, saying that she was on food stamps, government assistance, lost the car, had to move back in with the mama, lost the job, all this shit. A best friend would pick up on that shit. A best friend would notice that shit. Even when you talking in through communication, at some point they would have to know some type of major life change is happening with you, even if you don't directly come out and say it. And I get that when people go through their own personal storm, that is nobody else's responsibility to come in and play Captain Save a Hoe, okay? That may be your motherfucking karma, and people may not need to fucking intervene with that. Who knows what you might be going through. But
oh, that's not your responsibility, and it's me knowing I can help the right people. Yeah, but the flip side of that is like, okay, not me. Everybody has their own lesson. Right.
So when B.simone said you have to help the right person, who was she talking about?
So listen, I can also tell you this. Um, I encourage people to do their own research because watching a clip can take things out of context. There were plenty of times where, of course, the best friend could have asked and said, "Hey, do you mind, giving me or helping me out with so and so?" But it's a reason why she did it. Sometimes you do have to go through, your own stuff to see how God can really, just basically be God. But I am going to say this. It is also depending on the season that people in. She talked about how she paid for divorces, B.simone, how she paid for divorces, how she has helped people go through all kind of stuff. And when you are betrayed at a certain point, sometimes you be like, man, forget this. So you already know not to ask your friend. It's not like she wouldn't give it to her, but that's just another burden, right? And I just want you all to drop in the comments, was she wrong? In my opinion, she wasn't wrong because I guarantee you, you don't tell your friend everything that's going on in your life. So I just say, let's extend some grace, but tell us what y'all think. All right, bye-bye.